I see some absolute critical issues with Toncoin that everyone thinking about buying it or holding it will probably not want to hear, but you'll really appreciate me telling you this out of love because I want you to be a successful crypto investor. I'm tired of y'all getting destroyed on these garbage coins. And I've reviewed thousands of altcoins in the last 11 years that I've been in crypto, and Toncoin looks drastically overvalued, huge, obvious problems. And when you compare it to the best tech in crypto, which is Internet Computer Protocol, this looks like a horrible setup. There's no way I would buy this. Now, this is not financial advice, obviously. I don't look like a financial advisor here in a t-shirt, do I? And I have tens of thousands of Internet Computer Protocol. So I wish every crypto creator was as honest and forward as me. Now, I could make millions of dollars just hyping all these coins up and farming communities, but instead, I want to help one person who doesn't hear what I want to say today to maybe come out of the delusion. And Toncoin right now there's so many huge problems. I'm going to point them out now. First of all, the market cap, 7 billion, fully diluted, 15 billion. That's a lot of token unlocks, guys. And you can scroll right down here on CoinMarketCap. They make it super easy for you to find as I scrolled past it and lost track of it somewhere on here. It was super easy to find until I lost it. But Toncoin has a bunch of token unlocks coming. And this is a big problem because even the best coins in crypto can get destroyed by token unlocks. And if you look at the token unlocks, swear to God, I'm not filming this video. Where did that go? Token analytics, there were token unlocks here. It's like, do you ever feel like reality's screwing with you? It's like I showed you a token unlock thing. Like, no, you didn't. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Top holders, about Toncoin, who founded Toncoin. Where, oh, that's on another website. All right, I'm refilming this. No, not refilming it. This is real. I'm not taking any more time to talk about this. The token unlocks are on this website. I got 8 tabs open. Look at the token unlocks. Look at your pupils. Right now, there's just look at this. It's not even July yet. It's May, whatever it is, May 20 something. Total unlocked, 89 million. Now watch this. Let's just fast forward 2 years in the future. Oh my God, there's 300. There's literally going to be 200 almost 200. All right, fine. 150 million ton are going to be unlocked over the next 2 years. Y'all are going to get dumped on right in your face. Oh, yeah, you like that. No, that's horrible. Because if you do the math, I mean, that is, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars at the current price that is going to get dumped. Like, there's so many token unlocks coming right here. Like, you can't handle all those token unlocks. That is bad. And that's going to destroy the price. Even in the best projects, it's destroyed the price. Now, the only way this does well is people not researching any deeper into it at all. And nobody finds out about Internet Computer. So you've got a lot of, potentially billions of dollars of token unlocks coming. And the question is, all right, so what is the hype? I know the hype is that, well, this coin is integrated into Telegram. So I used ChatGPT to generate this thumbnail, and then I said, compare this to Internet Computer Protocol. And here's a comparison. TON is a sharded blockchain using dynamic work chains. ICP is a single unified blockchain with canister smart contracts that host everything directly on chain. So this, compared to what ICP does, is garbage. Toncoin is absolute garbage technologically next to what ICP does. And ICP is valued like 7 times less than Toncoin, indicating Toncoin is drastically overvalued. Toncoin has a TVM or virtual machine. ICP has WebAssembly and it was the first thing that I ever saw using passkeys. Now passkeys are everywhere. That's where the future's going. Is ICP's doing stuff before it's everywhere else. And I look at the consensus. You got chain keep cryptography, NNS DAO governance, and Toncoin has nothing next to that. But here, look at this. Limited on-chain storage. When you read what their website says versus look at the reality of what it does, it relies on external solutions, but it tries to act like it's doing what ICP is doing. Oh, decentralized internet. It's not decentralized internet. If some third party in the middle, the Ton Foundation or whoever, they control the links back to these external solutions. And then you compare the speed and finality of the transactions versus ICP. We're going to look more in detail. But ICP is the only thing now that can deliver actually decentralized internet. Toncoin's talking about it. ICP actually does it. So when you compare the use cases in the ecosystem, you know, you can barely do anything with Toncoin. The apps are off-chain and linked via Telegram. And we'll look at Telegram in a minute because, yes, you do have a deep integration with Telegram, although I don't use Telegram and I personally have never used Toncoin. Right now, the only utility it is for gas staking, governance, and payments. That's not enough utility to make it for the long term. And it's totally out of the AI DPIN narrative, which is huge right now. Whereas ICP is nailing these at a much smaller market cap. And I'm not just going to compare to ICP, but you need to compare to the best technology in crypto if you want to look at, you know, the opportunity cost. If you're holding Toncoin, you can't hold anything else with that money. So clearly, Toncoin absolutely sucks technologically when you compare it to ICP. So what advantage does Toncoin have? Like in decentralization and governance, it has nothing on ICP, long story short. And here's the criticisms: that it has a strong reliance on Telegram for growth. There's, to me, no meaningful decentralization at this current stage. And, you know, the smart contracts are very limited outside of Telegram. Now, ICP, I've been over the poor marketing, the complexity, and the price crash, which, you know, we'll look, I've done that, talked about that in depth on other videos. But look at this. The verdict ChatGPT gives is that Ton is Telegram's Web3 layer. Great for building mini apps and bots inside of the Telegram ecosystem. Now, here's the key point. Its growth is tied to Telegram adoption. All right, remember that because I'm about to really wreck this in a minute. Meanwhile, ICP is a full decentralized computing platform. Now, Dfinity has a lot of power. Is it meaningfully decentralized at this point? It's at least transparent in the centralization, which almost nothing else is. But ICP can replace existing cloud infrastructure. That is a multi-trillion-dollar market cap, not something even in the billions. So Ton has the Telegram edge. All right, so see what ChatGPT said. For scalability, decentralization, and advanced capabilities like on-chain AI, ICP is years, I was just pointing when the camera was off, years ahead. But for viral reach and user onboarding, Telegram has the edge. I think not. Now let's look at, so basically the entire hype for Toncoin is Telegram. Now, how much is Telegram actually worth? Telegram is currently valued at $30 billion. Despite operating with just a small team of 30 people, it has over 800 million monthly active users globally. And it reported a $540 million profit in 2024. Now, all right, so did you see the entire Telegram company is valued at $30 billion and there's only 30 people even working on it? This, to me, is not something I personally would want to invest in. Like if maybe there's a stock, but there's no way I would want to invest in Telegram at this point. All right, so that's the main hype driver for Toncoin. Now let's go look at Toncoin. The fully diluted value for this is $15 billion, or half of the entire Telegram market cap. Now, that to me looks drastically overvalued because most people using Telegram, from what I can see, have never used Toncoin. But that indicates the valuation is way, way too high for this. Now, if you come over here and look at statistics, let's look at a staking APY. The staking APY is 4.7%. Well, how does that come? And then we'll compare that to ICP in a minute. Let's look at this go. So out of all the viral hype and Telegram talk, the reality is that this is doing 21 transactions a second. That's the reality, according to their Explorer. And the block times are 2.8 seconds, all right? So this is the reality, 22 transactions a second after you strip down all the marketing hype, all the people talking and running their mouth, 21 transactions a second. All right, let's look at ICP. ICP right now is doing 80 blocks a second, 3,500 transactions a second. That's the reality on ICP. If you want some help with multiplication, that is hundreds of times more transactions a second than Telegram's doing at a market cap right now that's 2.7 billion. So if you compare that to Telegram's fully diluted, it would be a 5x for ICP just to get to where Telegram is at today. And it's doing 100x more transactions. And the ICP transactions are doing tens of thousands of times as much as computation. The ICP blockchain is doing tens of thousands of times as much computation as any other blockchain because it's acting like a cloud infrastructure. Like it's like Amazon or Google. Like this is running entire internet applications. Like the internetcomputer.org website is running directly from the ICP blockchain. You've got my website at jerrybanfield.com is being served from the ICP blockchain. So this is doing a meaningful computation, not just having bots transact, wash trades or, one person sending a transaction to another. ICP is doing real computation, real meaningful work, and it's doing hundreds of times more. So these transactions are small, low computation, whereas ICP's transactions, some of these involve a lot of computation that people are paying for. So this, to me, ICP is the future of the internet, and it's valued way less than Toncoin. So when I look at what they're saying on Toncoin, what they're saying is hype and marketing. The tech itself sucks compared to ICP. The usage sucks compared to ICP. The tokenomics are awful compared to ICP. And all of this based on Telegram, which already has its own valuation. And it's questionable how well Telegram is going to do in the future. Telegram has intense competition from Facebook's, WhatsApp, Discord, and now new things like OpenChat that offer fully on-chain messaging. I pulled my community off of Telegram, off of Discord, onto OpenChat. This is hardly anybody knows about OpenChat right now. But the more people use ICP, the more people find out about things like OpenChat, you're going to be able to build your own version of Telegram or Discord or OpenChat. It'll obviously be simpler. But soon with Caffeine AI on ICP, you're going to be able to build your own version of a chat application where you can have full control instead of making a $30 billion company out of 30 people's work. So to me, Telegram has a lot to lose going forward. This coin is extremely speculative and overvalued. The price is close to, but not at, but close to all-time highs. The token unlocks are an absolute disaster, dumping, hundreds of millions of dollars all over you over the next 2 years, which is going to, even in the best projects like Internet Computer, token unlocks have caused the price to drop because you have all these tokens getting dumped. So to me, Toncoin looks like a very bad setup for investors. And this is why there's no way I would hold this. Now, this has not been financial advice. Obviously, it's been educational and entertaining material from a guy wearing a t-shirt who makes YouTube videos, who is holding a bunch of Internet Computer Protocol. And if you appreciate my honesty and transparency and my care for you, I want you to make this a better world together and to invest in real technology and do further research instead of just hearing an 8-second hype pitch and buying something, but to actually look into the details of how stuff works. I'm counting on crypto not just being ignorant fools throwing money around, but, maybe people are getting smarter and educating themselves and investing with a purpose. So maybe I'm delusional, thinking that in crypto, people actually want to make a better world and actually want to invest in quality and value. If you think that sounds like you, then you're in the right place. Subscribe. Check the subscriptions feed. Become a member, and I'll read every comment you make on every video. And you can chat. You're the only one. You and other members are the only ones that can chat while I'm live. I go live most days. and would love to get to know you. You can try out Open Chat on jerrybanfield.com, and you can schedule a call on Jerry Banfield if you'd like to. I know the sales and marketing people tell you to only do one call to action. That was like 5, but I say screw them.